Welcome to Let's Play Forza Motorsport 3 Part 98, and we're going back to the dealer shit, because this is what we do often in this LP. Honda, that's where we're going, Honda. I don't know why I was thinking Dodge. We're going to Honda, and we're going to buy this S2K right here, from 2003. So this is what we're going to use for our next series. And what color do I want? Let's get in red. S2K looks good in red. It looked good in that blue as well, but I'm just going to go with red. So, can we get this in season play, please? Nope, okay. I'll go fuck myself then. It's time for our next series. It is the Lightweight Sports Showdown. Instead of Shootout, it's called Showdown, even though it's called Shootout in the poster. Nice turn 10. Anyways, this series is between the Mazda MX-5 Gen 3, the Porsche Boxster S, and the Honda S2K that I just bought. So remember how I said in these shootouts that the competition was pretty fairly balanced? That MX-5 is fucked. Kato and Kim are just kind of gonna have to fight amongst themselves, so yeah, about that. Oops. Of course the game would prove me wrong immediately, because fuck me. Oh well. Anyways, we got some short circuits to race on, starting with Tsukuba Short, which we're going to do 5 laps around. And it'll be a grand old time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to, let's see, there's 3 Porsches in the field, so I'm probably going to grid up 4th. In front of the other S2Ks, judging by how this game's been going, and before I grid up 6th. Let's find out. Now it's loaded. Nope, 4th, okay. So I'm going to lead the S2K charge against the Porsches. Let's go. Okay, let's hopefully drive the car much better this time. Everything was set up for me to actually win the race, but I just completely dropped the ball when it came to actually driving this car in that last attempt, so, yeah, and we're off to a wonderful start. Thank you for doing that, car. I fucking love you. Who here has done 50 laps around the Nürburgring? I've done hundreds of laps around the Nürburgring. Hundreds. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if my lap count around the Berg is in the thousands, considering how many laps I've done around there and how many games I've done laps around there. Oh my Jesus. Okay, we're good. Okay, well, we're in this situation again. We have 1.3 second gap to Moore. Actually thought it was larger, so it looked like the gap was larger, but no. So, pretty much the exact same situation as my first attempt. Go. So, my big struggle point in the last try was this turn right here. I just kept screwing it up immensely. That wasn't a whole lot better. Like, either I hit that turn really, really well, or just absolutely god-awful. There's no in-between. It's really annoying. Okay, gained 3/10 that lap. How the hell was my first lap clean? Like, how did I not get any penalty from that? Basically, how did I not go off track or touch anybody? I know I had that fucking stupid drift. So how did I never reach 100 miles per hour and, like, you know, get a slipstream? Invalidation. Don't touch the brakes here. Come on, get a good exit. Car got a little oversteery. 47.3, come on. Where's the 46s I was running in my first attempt? What the fuck? Can I please get good? Oh shit, wrong lap 4. I need to go for a pass on Muller here, right now. That was not the place to make the pass. Okay, I got a good setup here. If I can get a good run off of this turn without compromising myself, we'll be set. Oh, fuck. I failed the good run. Or it's dive bomb time. It was surprisingly smooth. It gave me a lot of room. Now I have Rossi to deal with. I'm going to have to be a lot more aggressive here. Desperate times call for desperate moves. Pardon me, excuse me. My car is very angry in the front. This is an angry S2K. It's red with rage. Look how angry this thing looks. So hey, I finally won. Took me 3 tries, but got it. Not cleanly, but got it. Now, let's see how far behind the MX-5s were. This will be interesting. Okay. Not too far behind. But still, you know, that 2-class difference. So much for, yeah, even competition. Alright, so time to move on to race number 2. We're going to go to the Catalunya School Circuit. Because, you know, fuck. At least I have that one section on that, like, transition area. That's not part of the Grand Prix circuit. That'll help me out, gain time, if I do it correctly. Question is, you know, can I do it correctly with this car? I hope so. That'd be nice. You know, winning and all that shit. So, it's loaded. Let's give it a shot. Okay, let's try that again. This time, be better at the sweeper. Turn the car better at the sweeper. That was a thing that happened. Oh, shnikes. Well, I'm a lot closer to Muller and Evans this time. Bullying. Look at those sparks fly. Oh god, that was almost death. Alright. I don't know how I didn't get turned by Evans there. I really don't. Now. Let's get around here. Alright. Let's not have an understeer attack in this frickin' sweeper here. Okay, there we go. I still suck ass at the sweeper, but that was better. Now I got 4 laps to catch Rossi, which I'll hopefully be able to do. That's not helping. Okay. God, the car gets so freaking upset when I downshift a second. Yeah, if I do like a throttle blip, I won't do that, I don't fucking know. Okay, 0.8 behind Rossi still. Not sure what the gap was at the last lap, but I'm sure it was about that. Just judging by distance. pretty smooth hairpin. Okay, I did a slight throttle blip. That, I'm not sure if that helped or not with stability on the downshift. Careful. Car sliding. Okay, we're good. Hey, Duncan. The Duncan has returned. Hey, I cut the lead in half. Sweet. Now let's take the lead. That'd be nice. Excuse me, Mr. Rossi. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. We're good. Just kind of gave up on trying to steer my car. Go me. Alright. One lap to go. Kind of sad I can't participate in that Forza 6 tournament, because, you know, I don't have the X-Bone. But, oh well. Oh well. Okay. Just gotta hold off the Porsche squad for one more turn. Easily done. Alright. And there we go. Nice victory. Only took 2 tries just because of me going insanely wide and off track at the sweeper in the first lap of the first attempt. And now we wait on the MX-5s. Oh, as I say that, they cross the line. Nice. Love when that happens. Alright. There we go. We're now halfway through this. Don't mind me. Cracking knuckles. Okay. So, now we got that shit out of the way. It's time for the in-car shenanigans, starting with some, and also some larger tracks. First off, Iberian, the full reverse circuit. So, excuse me. So this one's probably going to be a little easier, because AI likes to be silly at this track. By silly, I mean slow. So, Porsches would probably be easier to deal with here. And stuff. How old is this controller? Fucking not very. Like, maybe a couple years. Since I like opened it. I don't know. Let's race. Yeah. I think it's just, I don't know what it is with me and USB devices, but they just wear out quickly. From, I guess, from constant plugging and unplugging to different, you know. Oh, I got a hella launch. Might take the lead before turn 1 here. Oh, I'm not clear of Rossi yet. And now I am. And that was almost 3 wide between all 3 Porsches. Saw that shit in my mirrors. Oh, my mirror. Hashtag hella launch. Yes. Oh no! Okay. Kinda missed that. Don't mind me. So I know I said this race would probably be easier. I wasn't expecting taking the lead into turn 1 easy. Go me. Hey, Denny. So I like the gauges on this car. By that I mean the tack and the speedometer stuff. Oh jeez, okay, we're good. We're not good, we're not good. I keep going wide. What am I doing? How do I car? Holy crap, in a basket. Oh jeez. Yeah, S2K with an 80 style tack. Digital insanity. Hey, it looks good. Whoa. Kind of all over the place here. I'm pulling away somehow, but I'm all over the place. Oh, that's right, I'm pulling away because the AI sucks around here. Okay, 1 lap to go here at Iberian. I have a 3-second advantage over Moore. Who's been able to hold off Rossi since our little exchange in the first part of the race. Where? Okay, one more turn. That was an alright turn. Could win a little lower, but you know. But we win. That's the important part. So, there we go. Another race down. I was the only person with a sub 1 minute lap, not surprised. And then there's the MX-5s. Just kind of doing their own thing. You know. Okay. Well, there we go. Barely got this thing to level 3 in this race. That just leaves one more race to go. In the lightweight sports shootout, showdown, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I know what I'm naming this segment, Showdown, because that's what it says on the frickin' thingy, but in the poster it says Shootout. Anyways, we're going to Road Atlanta Club for our last race. So this one will also probably be pretty easy because, you know, once again, another track where the AI is not that particularly good at, especially in some sections. So yeah. Anyways, Road Atlanta is a thing, and we're gonna race on it now. So here we go. Park up at the grid that has no actual grid lines. And off we go. Apparently I somehow managed to put 300 more miles on this car on the trip between Iberian and Road Atlanta, according to the odometer. Or something like that. I don't know. This odometer is weird in this game. I don't really understand it. I should probably upshift. That'd be a good idea. Already headed to the Porsches. Working on Rossi now, although this is going to be very sketchy. Alright, I got him, somehow. Sweet. Probably should have went down to second gear there, oh well. What part is this? This is 98. We almost at 100, boys. We're not even close to halfway through this game. Fuck. Okay, you see that red car behind me? Watch it become very much smaller as we go through this first part of the track. See what I mean? Although I almost threw it away there, that big slide. Ah, fuck me. It's okay, I threw it away here instead. Oh, hello, Rossi. How you doing? Oh! Welp. I think we're saving this replay. I just had to rejoin at the fucking worst spot. aka right on their line. So, we have a lot of dead Porsches now. A lot of dead Porsches. That was quite the experience. Reminds me of that one online race that I mentioned where at Magello, where I spun out right in front of literally everybody and there was nowhere to go. Except the crash wasn't nearly as violent as that. And that's a lot of car parts on the road, or just scattered everywhere. The big one at Road Atlanta. Oh, geez, okay. Well, I might not even need second gear for this chicane, to be honest. So, through all that hullabaloo, Sato is now in second. And Watanabe's in fourth in the other S2Ks, and I just went wide again, son of a bitch. Oh my god, okay. Oh, hey, Kieran. This is the lightweight sports showdown between S2000, Porsche Boxster, and MX-5. Yeah, the RIP series, yeah. I see Evans up the road there. Rossi's probably the car in front of them. Okay, well, that happened. So let's save that replay. Give it a name. Oops. Yep, no rear bumper for me. I had a feeling one of my car parts was in that little pile. And yeah, it's Rossi and Evans bringing up the rear with their very, very wounded Boxsters. Oh boy. What did finish this series? Oh, damn it. That was quite the spectacular crash. There goes Rossi across the line. Well, they didn't lose too much pace. Still ran 107s for their last laps, which was the fastest of the AI cars. So they were still able to drive their cars fairly quickly, which is cool, I guess. Okay, so on that note, there's the Lightweight Sports Showdown done. So let's get a little more money here. Another 11 grand. And yeah, there we go. That is complete. I'm just doing this for thumbnail purposes because I don't think I had the... Yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyways. That's done. Rossi's dead. Evans is probably dead. There might be a couple other dead drivers, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, we're going to drive some German SUVs, looks like, in the next segment. So, with that, stay tuned for more Forza 3.